Hi everyone, I'm Christy. I'm a solutions architect at Kwala Network. So today we'll be implementing a real use case in Kwala, and I'll show you exactly how it works. So in this particular use case, what we'll be doing is we are going to create an event, and that event will trigger a notification on Telegram. So this is a pretty simple use case, which can be helpful to get notifications on several NFTs getting released or any particular real transaction that you want to monitor. So let's begin with this use case. So first of all, we need to set up the Telegram bot. So I have created a Moon Birth Notify Telegram bot. Of course, I have used the bot father for, so I have the required details for I have the token ID, and I have also collected the chat ID that I require. Please make sure that you check your API before adding it to the workflow. So let me start with, first of all, checking up the API. So I have added the chat ID, and I am just checking this API on a free tool. So it's sending. Yes! And I have received the request. That means I have received the message. That means my API is working. Now coming to the workflow, let's create one. So what do we need in a workflow? First of all, we need an event emitter. For that, we can either use an already deployed smart contract, or we can deploy a new one. So instead of, anything takes time to have a transaction. So I have created one smart contract by myself on a mobile polygon. So this is a basic smart contract where we have a function named increase, and it adds up a value by 1 whenever this particular function gets a trigger. And it also emits the value to the smart contract. So let's begin. I have already deployed this contract, and this is the contract address and details. So what I'll do is I'll first of all just check if it's working. I've got a notification. First, I have to make sure that my MetaMask wallet is on the right network. Yes, it's on the right. Yes, transaction is confirmed. That means this function is working finally. Okay, so the event is emitting one smart contract. So right now what we have to do is we have to fetch the data from this smart contract, and we have to reach to the Telegram. So what we'll do is we will start with the Web3 workflow. I'll go to my workflows and I'll create a new workflow here. So you can directly, edit in the YAML file. I'll use the workflow builder because it's easier for me. I'll just create a Telegram. Is brown. Let's name it 1. And I want to execute it immediately after the event. So when I click to event, there I have received the source, smart contract, and the details. Before that, I have to add the details that when this particular automation should expire. So today is 17th and 9th. I'll add the time. I'll add the time for 4 p.m. Now I have to add the source smart contract. So I have copied it from here and pasted over here. This is Polygon smart contract. It is having some issue fetching the IDs. So my smart contract has this particular function that I want to emit on. So I'll just add this function, value increase. Here I just have to add the points. So I have added the address column and the U266 column where it receives the value basically. So recurring event name I have added here. And since it's enabled to fetch the APS, I'll just copy paste directly and it will fetch automatically. Yes, if it has fetched all the AI details. Action status. I'll just add the workflow's URL to the actions. So I have actually pointed out where I need to fetch the data from. So now coming to the actions where I want to push this data. So this will be a post call, yes. And as well, you got telegramation. And coming to the API link, checked it from here. This will be my PI point. Now to this point, I need to add the details, right? So I have checked it from here. And so I'm just copying it just in case if ABI is not fetched properly. Now I'm going to the next part. I want to set the execution mode to sequential. Now, so basically I'll just recheck all the details that I have entered, checking it all, and it seems right to me. Second flowation will create the workflow. So, wow. So as you can see, the workflow has been designed already. Just check all the details. I'm just cross-checking everything. Yes. And my API endpoint is there. Yes. I was wearing this that it can, this case can happen. So I have already copied my API payload already, and I have pasted over here. So now I have all the details. Move is sequential, and it is effing from the right. Yes, from the right address. And I'm saving this workflow now. It's okay. This problem can occur because I am currently maybe on Amoy. Yes, I'm on Amoy wallet. So I have switched it to my Kwala tokens. I'm just saving my workflow. M form. Okay, perfect. This has been compiled and now I'm deploying my workflow. So right now my workflow is deploying. It's right now on the polling stage. Perfect. It is deployed now. And I have the sync my workflow at as well. Deployment of workflow is completed. I'll just check it if everything is saved and working perfectly. There's yes. So right now it's in pending state. So my workflow status should be workflow deployed. So I'll just wait for a few seconds. Okay, perfect. It's cleaned and now ready to work upon. Now I'll activate this workflow. My workflow is now triggered and activated at this stage. So what I'll do is I'll emit an event. Okay, I'll just increase the value, but it might not work. So it's not working because I must be on Kwala. I'll switch to Moy. So now I'll try. Yes, it has won my mask. I'm confirming the transaction. Perfect. So my value is increased. Let me just check the value. It should be 6 now. So let's see if I have received any notification or not. Voila! I have received the message finally. Okay, and as you can see, so finally I have received the message that I have entered on Kwala. That means the event is triggering from the smart contract side of it, and I have received the notification to check my post scan. So this is a very small use case that we have implemented using Kwala, and you can do the same just to build a workflow. So stay tuned for more such use cases on BA. Thank you.